Okay, it's that time of year. End of year countdown, but not my top 100, which seems to be a popular video to put out. But I did one of those last year. In fact, I did like top 120, and I spread it over 3 different videos. And I felt like, not much has changed really. Some things have kind of moved up and down a little bit. And I did get a few cards this year that would definitely appear in the top like 20, but I figured I'd just show those in a planned, year-end recap type of video, which I've been doing for the last dozen years, it seems like. But anyway, in the spirit of doing a countdown, I'm going to do a 100 card part 1 and part 2, starting at card number 300. I went right in the middle of my graded card collection. So coming in at number 300 is going to be this 2015 Topps Limited Derek Jeter. So it's limited. This has a glossy finish to it, like a Tiffany card. I'm not sure what the print run is on these, but it's not the one that, I don't think it came in packs. I think you got to buy like a factory set or something to get this. But anyway, this is just a really cool card. Jeter hit that game-winning hit against the Orioles to close out his career. And that one checks in at number 300. $2.99, I guess we'll go with this Reggie White rookie. And looks like, we're starting in like the $200 range for these cards. So that's the baseline here at 300, $2.99. Reggie White rookie, PSA 9. I went through a little phase where I picked up a bunch of like mid-'80s football card favorites, rookie and second year cards, 85, 86, 87. That was one of them during that particular period of time. I haven't bought a football card in a long time. I can't even tell you what the last one was that I purchased. $2.98, Dale Murphy rookie, 77 Topps rookie catchers, 8.5, cool card. And I want to say I paid like $100 for it. $99 kind of rings a bell, a few years back. $2.97 is also Dale Murphy. It's his first standalone card, which is why I picked it up. The 79 Topps. Yeah, 78, many of you know. Also a quad rookie card, which I'm not sure why Topps did that back-to-back years. But anyway, first standalone card was the 79. And now we have this, I guess. And full disclosure here, these values are probably current as of like 4 or 5 months ago. So there's some cards here that probably maybe shouldn't be this high. And then I have cards, I think I looked at a couple. I didn't feel like going through and updating everything. It's too time consuming. But a couple that actually probably wouldn't even, they'd be even higher up and outside of this 300 to 301 countdown. But here's a Berra from Topps Heritage 2008. It's too bad he like signed it like right on his sleeve. Wish he'd signed it a little higher up so you can catch the first part of the name. But the CSG slab 9.5. Next up is this 1965 Topps Roger Maris PSA 8. I think the last card in the Yankees uniform, right? I think in 66 he was... No, he also was the Yankees in 66 Topps. He's played for the Cardinals in 66, but his Topps card, I believe, shows him in the Yankees uniform. But anyway, this is a cool card. Nicely centered, too. Roger Maris. I paid top of the market for this guy. I don't know if it'll ever achieve that price again. That was like $700 for this card. And it went down to I think like under $100, maybe around $100. And then he came up and he's playing pretty well before he got hurt. And last value for this guy is like I have $209 here. Certainly has a bright future. I don't know if this card will ever see $700 again. Maybe it will. But it's a nice card. Yason Dominguez. Checking in at $293 is OJ's rookie card. Not unlike this card, purchased during a time where I probably shouldn't have bought anything because everything is tanked. Well, almost everything. A lot of what I bought is tanked. I just thought this was a really nice card. I mean, so what if he's, a double murderer? I mean, he definitely was one of the best running backs the NFL has ever seen. This is a nice looking card. Looks good on the the SGC slab too. I guess this makes it 292. Nolan Ryan. Probably one of his least expensive cards from the 70s in high grade, the 1974. Tops. A lot of 70s featured in this this mix. Here's a 76 Gary Carter, just a high grade Hall of Famer. One of the first cards I ever bought, it may have been the first card I bought at my first ever card show that I attended back in like 1985 at the, I think it was the Polish Community Center in Albany, New York. They used to have them like every month or something like that. And that's back when they'd get, guys like Brooks Robinson, Hank Aaron, and they're similar, and their autograph fees were $5. You can get their autograph for $5. It didn't matter on what either. And those were the days. $5 for a Hank Aaron autograph. It's pretty incredible. Up next, the 72 Thurman Munson. Part of my Munson run. It's a nice 8.5 grade. A little bit of a tilt here. If you look close enough, you can see it. This one probably shouldn't belong here. This is a gold silver pack refractor Griffey. I put together the Rainbow Sands Superfractor. Actually, do I even... Maybe I don't quite... I'm not even sure I have the red. I know that I have the year prior everything but the Super. And for this, I don't know if I have the red of it. But anyway, this is the gold refractor. And I sent these off. This is part of that, I think, my very first CGC or CSG sub submission. So the gold, what did I value this one at? I put it at like $225, but then I have a date of May of 2022. So this is, again, probably further down. It's probably like maybe $100 or something now if I were to sell it or see what the value is. 97 Topps Chrome Michael Jordan. And yeah, he doesn't have a lot of Topps Chrome cards because he wasn't playing there for a couple of years. And this one, just the base. I never got into the refractors. I think just because I don't want to spend the money. All right, checking in at 287 is the Fernando Valenzuela. Topps traded, 81 Topps traded, PSA 9. His regular issue Topps from the main set is really hard to get in high grade. 9s carry a significant premium. Even then, I don't think there's a lot of 10s. I don't know what the pop is on that. Here's a Topps Tiffany, Frank Thomas, 1990. A little more border on the right than on the left. Still a 9. Bonds rookie, base card. I didn't check the value on this, but again, these are 4-month, 5-month old. It's like I might go through the exercise maybe twice a year and update the values. I have VCP now. It helps a little, but I think a lot of what I rely on, especially with the later cards, the modern era, 130 point and eBay sales is where I get most of my my prices from. The VCP definitely helps with the vintage stuff. Here's a Carlton Fisk rookie, 1972 Topps, PSA 8. Another Nolan Ryan, 1990. Fast forward to 1990. Here's the Tiffany. And when I put together my Nolan Ryan run, because these cards were so plentiful and dirt cheap, like the base versions, I targeted the Tiffany equivalents of the base cards from Topps from 87 on up to 91. So the last year of Tiffany, I believe. Even 85 and 84, I did Tiffany's. And then, yeah, so that was my strategy when I was putting together Ryan's run back whenever. Dave Parker, rookie. I got to get a perfect fit sleeve on this guy. What the hell is this? 8.5. Not in the Hall of Fame. Not yet, anyway. Walter Payton. 84 tops. Kind of bothers me that there's the more white border. It really stands out. It's a little bit off-center, top, bottom. You can see that. Cool card. 84 football was the first year I actually bought football packs. I didn't buy a lot of football cards off the shelf, mostly baseball, but I do remember buying 84 Topps football, maybe a handful of packs. I remember getting an Elway rookie. Not much else. Here is a 76 Hank Aaron, last year, Topps card. And checking in at 279 is a card that I did. What do I have this one? This says, actually might be higher now. At the time, so it's second year LeBron Topps Chrome. And this one I cataloged at $240 in September. But I did check recently, just out of curiosity. It is like the $400 range now, I think. This card at one time was like $2,000, during 2021, early 21, back when things were really crazy. I think that's about where it topped out at, around 2,000, which is insane. So down like 80 to 90%, which is crazy. And it's part of my Chrome LeBron run, 2003 to 2009. And let's see. Up next is a second year Staubach. 8.5. This was going to be a little experiment of mine. I wanted to get this, and I planned to crack it out and send it to PSA to see if the grade aligns with CSGs. And, never got around. Like, the hell with it. I'm not going to bother. Nice looking card. Roger Staubach. Cowboys. Great. Opening day bonds. The corrected version, that's worth nowhere near what the Johnny Ray version, error version is. Another Munson. 8.5. I talked about Thurman Munson a few months back. I did a little Munson showcase, and I did his complete, I guess his basic set, 70 to 79. Here's a Winfield rookie. 1974 Topps. PSA 8. It's a cool card. It's Willie Randolph there sliding in. Getting ready for the tag from Fisk here. PSA 977 Topps. Nice high grade. I like this card. That's why I bought it. I like the way it looked. Not a Sox fan. I got this Brady here. Topps Heritage. And this is the black back. I'm not sure how significant that is, but I thought it was a cool card, that retro look from 57 Topps. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know. But this is his, I think his cheapest rookie card. The hoops, base hoops. This was like 30 or 40 bucks when I bought it. What is this now? Like a couple hundred? Probably. 250 bucks maybe. There was a time where I was thinking about going for the gold version, and the gold version was like $390. It was like $400 card, and I said, I'll just do the base. And then both versions shot up crazy. Like everything went to the moon and back again. Here's a Griffey Jr. glossy rookie in a very modest PSA 9. And back-to-back Griffies. This is 1990 Topps Glossy Rookies. I went through this thing where I wanted to buy a lot of early Griffies. You're going to see a few more in this countdown, like the Topps Gold, these obscure sort of oddball sort of, inserts, I guess. But yeah, this is one that was part of that. You don't see it all that often. Topps Glossy Rookies. I think this came in I think it might have come in a jumbo pack or something. It came in, not the rack pack, or maybe it was the rack pack. But anyway, it was an insert card you would get if you bought one of the specialized packs outside of the wax. Second year Mattingly, PSA 10. 85 Donruss, my favorite set of the 80s. All right, checking in at 268. Drew Brees rookie card. 267. Another Tiffany Nolan Ryan. Like I said, I went for the higher end version of the junk wax era, if one was available or if one existed. And this is as good as it's going to get for an 88 Topps Ryan, the Tiffany version. And when I bought them, they were not all that expensive either. I think they've gotten a lot more popular. We're talking like, anywhere from $30 to $40 to $50 for these late 80s Tiffany Ryans. Certainly a lot more now. People are gravitating more towards those because of perceived scarcity. And they definitely are not as common as the regular Topps issue. Here's a Rose, PSA 9, 77 Topps. Just a random Wilt Chamberlain late in his career. Is this his last card? I don't know. I don't think so. 73, just a base card, Wilt. Future Hall of Famer, Zach Greinke. This was a hard one to find. There may be more now, but I think when I was actually targeting this card, it took a while to find a 9. That wasn't an X-Fractor or similar, just the basic 9 and the regular card. Guy had a hell of a career. Future Yankee, perhaps, Juan Soto. This is like a tweener. This is from 2017, so it's not his first Bowman, but it's also not his rookie card. But still a nice card. This is a blue refractor, numbered to 150 on this, I think. Yeah, 150 from 2017. Bowman Chrome Prospects. It's a nice looking card. Baseball's Best, Griffey Jr. It's a cool card. I like this one better than the Donruss, base Donruss issue. This one came in the, in the box set that was cellophane wrapped, and tough to get these cards in high grade. I forget where this one sat. I think this one sat in the middle of the deck, unlike the 1990 version where he was, I think, card number 1. And I bought one of those sets, and yeah, it was not only off center, but the corners were dinged because it was tightly wrapped. Here's another Griffey, 1994 Topps Gold. See that there. Puckett. If I were to do it again, I probably would buy one a little bit better centered. Purchased back in the days where I really didn't pay attention to centering as much as I do now. Honestly, I was more focused on the grade. I wanted it in a 9, and that's all I saw was the 9. It's not that bad, but it's like I'd probably try to do a little bit better this time around. No plans to upgrade anything. It's just not part of my... I'm just not interested in doing that. This one probably should be lower. Just the Topps Chrome. What I have this one at? 2 something. I don't know, where am I? I'm lost. But I can tell you that I put a value on it of $282. And this is just the regular refractor. I don't think it's not numbered. So I suspect, and this was back in, September? I suspect it's probably even lower now, but I haven't checked. So 2013, I just thought it was a great looking card. You got the rookie logo cup here, and then just a good action shot. one of my favorite cards, period. 78 Reggie Jackson. Nice looking card. Great action shot. Great swing there. Vintage Reggie. Top to bottom's ever so slightly off. And maybe a hint of a tilt, but still a good looking card. It's a rando Ricky. I've said it before, maybe on more than one occasion. I had endeavored to assemble a Ricky run from 1980 to what 20. He played a long time. I mean, he has a lot of cards. Just like Pete Rose and Nolan Ryan. Like, I mean, he played forever. And what happened was when I got into the later stages of his career, like 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, I wanted to go after the the gold versions or whatever, and those were crazy, like crazy money. And so I stopped somewhere like around 99. I ended up buying some, I think, 2001 Topps and Topps Traded Gold, raw copies of it, with the intent to maybe send it in someday. But I was like, yeah, I'll just stop it right, then and there. I didn't bother pursuing it because I wasn't going to be able to put it together economically. And so that ended that little project. Checking in at 256 is a card I actually showed on Instagram not that long ago. It's a Dorsett rookie. 78 Topps. Nice high grade. I think I paid like $100 and something for this card. But, again, this is like 4 or 5 years ago now. So, Dorsett. So I got him valued at $293. So that's the Dorsett rookie. Another 84 Fleer Update favorite. This one is similarly centered as the Puckett. Again, if I were to do it over, I would target something a little bit better than this. But it's a 9. And at one point, 9s were like $400. I'm not talking like, 3 years ago. I'm talking like 10 years ago or more. Like before that trial nonsense with him and McNamee and everything, like 9s were not cheap. And I ended up passing, and this had gotten as low as like $120, and that's when I jumped on it. It's since gone up, but yeah, that steroid trial didn't do any favors for his card values. And so there we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's this? 4, 53, 52, 253, I guess. This Nate Archibald. Or 250. This is 254. Whatever difference does it make, but 254. Nate Archibald rookie. Classic vintage Topps basketball. There is one card that I was targeting when I was buying vintage, 70s basketball, and I didn't get to it in time. And then, COVID hit. And it's George Gervin from 74 Topps, and like a PSA 8. And they're like $200 cards, but then they went to like, oh geez, well over 1,000. They've come back, I'm sure. I haven't looked in a while, but the George Gervin card, the rookie card, was the card I was wanted to add to my retro basketball collection. And 253, 252, yeah, 250. This is 253. This was you'll probably see this again. This was a pickup I did this year. This Worldwide Gum Lefty Gomez, really cool set, and this was pretty affordable. Hall of Famer, nicely centered too. And this, I think I got this. This was an eBay purchase. I was gonna say, did I find that on Instagram? I think it was an eBay, maybe like a couple $100, $300. Yeah, I think it was like $295 or something. Lefty Gomez. Card number 252 is this Ripken 83 Topps PSA 10, second year 10. These early or these 80s Topps cards and 10s are getting harder and harder to come by. I guess PSA is a little more strict nowadays. That's what I'm hearing or reading. So you're not as likely to get a 10 on things like this anymore. So, but it is in the new holder. So there's that. And then closing out this part 1 Card number 251, I got two of them. The 85 Donruss Clemens, PSA 10. One I bought outright. One I just grabbed as an afterthought from a factory set I had bought many, many years ago, just to fill out a PSA voucher, back when they would give you 15 subs for signing up for the Collectors Club. And I wanted to fill that out. And so I went to that set. I looked through, sorry, let me look at the Clemens, the Puckett, whatever. And this pretty good. I'm not even sure which one it is now at this point, but one of these was from that set, and I scored a 10 on it. So anyway, there's part one. Cards number 300 to 251. Thanks for hanging in there if you did. And I'll be back soon.